Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Kessner and this is Patriot Alert. There was a few different things I would like to go over today. I had like 5 different videos I was planning on making with regards to Patriot Alert and for Operation Help a Vet. So I ended up having to change my plans. And first of all, I woke up this morning and here's the original post. But for ETSU and Dr. Nolan had made a post this morning regarding flyers that were on campus recently in some events. And it says, "Dear ETSU community, this morning we became aware of flyers that were posted on campus in support of the notion of white supremacy. The message on these flyers are a part of a coordinated campaign targeting institutions of higher education across the country and do not appear to be specific to our institution. No information is available regarding who placed the flyers. While we are a campus where differences in opinion and civil discourse are respected, inciting hate is not tolerated. Such behavior goes against our institutional values where people are treated with dignity and respect. We will continue to foster a campus of inclusion where constructive exchange of ideas is respected." Dr. Brian Nolan. Okay, so that's the president of East Tennessee State University. And it sounds amazing with regards to the surface of the situation. And in light of this particular post, I thought that there was like KKK rhetoric, maybe even some like Nazi swastika symbolism or something that had been posted all over campus that was extremely offensive. So in response, I posted on here because I wanted to be careful of the situation. I put, "Thank you for standing up against this extreme ideology. It is absolutely disgusting. It has no place in our world. But please make sure that this is not a false flag where a group of individuals put this up in order to create violence on campus that has no ties to white supremacy or the ideology. This tactic is being used all over the world. Do not get my comment misconstrued. It very well could be a legitimate situation. However, there are plenty of cameras on campus to see the individual or the group that put them up." So my whole point on that situation was, I don't want a rogue group of individuals putting up hate-related material, blaming it on another group that gets them in trouble, almost crying wolf, so to speak, because that doesn't help anyone. And if you're wondering about cases that this has happened, there's a woman in New York City right now that is being charged because she said that Trump supporters had chased her down like an alleyway or something like that, and basically had yelled belligerent things at her with regards to being derogatory terms and things of that nature with regards to her heritage. And come to find out, the entire scenario was a lie. She actually told police that she was lying about it just to increase voters for Hillary. So that in itself is a problem because you're lying about an individual or a group of people that are supposedly inciting violence against you in order to swing an election based off of social issues and not policy-related problems. And policy should drive all elections, and we should come together as a community and people to fight social-related issues. So you don't want to mince the two. But anyway, so that's the flyer, and I feel like, in addition to the New York City people, there was a person on an Air Force, either Air Force base or was in the Air Force in general, that had set up a hate-related crime. Come to find out, it was self-imposed as well. And then there was a student at Northwestern University that rode all over his car and then blamed it on a group of white people, and then turned out he had incited this hate crime on himself. But instead of charging him for filing a false police report, they've let him go. This is a double standard in itself, and it's going to create larger discourse within Department of Justice, and people need to be held accountable for their actions on both sides, regardless of the situation. So, first of all, how is okay? And here's the original flyer that was posted all over campus. So how exactly is this in particular like supporting white supremacy? It just says it's okay to be white, which it is okay to be white. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be Asian, Hispanic, any other nationality, and it's also okay to be an American. So it's probably better just to mesh as Americans as opposed to get into identity politics and separating each other. So that's a situation in itself. But we got to be careful with this. This flyer, first of all, who posted it at all? And that's a big deal for me, because I want to know whether or not it's inciting violence on the campus, or whether or not this is a legitimate situation that's inciting white supremacy and hatred across the country. So I would like to have an open discussion, an open debate on ETSU's campus. I've called for this. My information is being censored on the ETSU page, so actually on my comment I will show you here are multiple scenarios in which my information has been censored, and I called ETSU out on it. I would like for my First Amendment right to be able to have a debate in a public forum at ETSU to discuss all matters and all issues, from healthcare to taxes to current foreign relations related information. I would like to have an open related debate and be able to talk to anybody who would like to have an open civil discussion. And I stated this on ETSU's website, and they chose to delete my message. And so I decided to call them out. And I would like to have an opportunity, like I said, to have a debate which allows ETSU to have an open First Amendment free speech related debate that goes for both left and right. And that would be a very good stance from ETSU to allow us to have our own open opinion, as opposed to having an opinion forced upon us. And that's unfair. That's unfair to both sides. There are two different ideologies that are going on, but there are also two different, I think, underlying situations that are playing out on the political agenda, which is creating separation. And I would like to discuss this in the open forum that would allow us to create solutions that come from both aisles, both sides, and maybe would be able to mesh and heal the separation that we have right now. But we need to heal that divide and not keep stabbing into the wound. We need more information from ETSU. This needs to be a more transparent situation that allows us to make a decision, allows us to have an open discussion in a public forum, which should have been done a long time ago. And if we would have the discussion, regardless of if you like what you hear or not, it will allow us to be able to make a proper advancement moving forward and making better solutions for everybody. And this is critical, especially in today's time. We need to be able to discuss problems in an open forum, not behind a keyboard on Facebook that doesn't allow us to get our true points and agendas across. So I'm going to link a few different situations down in below. One's going to be a Mark Dice video that actually goes into detail about the Northwestern scenario in his car. I think that that's just uncalled for, and it creates a discord, and it also hurts the people who are actually going through real problems, because now when they go to explain their situation, it seems as though they're crying wolf as well. So you're just doing a disservice. Same with women. If you try to lie about sexual assault for men, then you're only doing a disservice to women who have actually been assaulted by men. So keep that in mind as we're moving forward. And then I will link an article for the Air Force related person and the lady in New York City that is being tried at the moment. So yeah, we need to have this open debate. And what I propose is that we do it in the outside amphitheater. If that's too cold, we can even do it in the Culp Center, where they recently had the leader of Black Lives Matter come in. Then we should have an open debate right on the floor there to allow students to come and watch. I myself will represent Patriot Alert, and going from the right's point of view and conservative related politics. And I would like to have a strong minded leftist that would like to be able to debate topics openly, healthy in a public forum. And so we can go from, I have 5 topics I would like to cover. One would be guns, gun control, however you would like to state that issue, taxes, healthcare, Paris Climate Accord, and what you feel is the biggest problem in the United States today. Those are 5 questions. We can have a 5-minute opener for the debate. We can answer each related topic with maybe a 2 to 3 minute with a 2 to 3 minute rebuttal, and then we go through that systematically, and we have a question and answer related situation afterwards. I think that this would be a healthy opportunity, and we should be able to record this for the news and be able to spread nationally our approach to be able to connect this divide. I appreciate your time. Again, my name is Jordan Kessner. This is Patriot Alert, and I would like for you to be aware when situations like this are playing out, and whether or not you should take them at face value, or whether or not we maybe should have a deeper discourse and a deeper discussion about the topics. So I appreciate your time. Again, this is Patriot Alert. Thank you, and have a good evening.